Hey everyone, and welcome back to another deep dive. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, you know the drill.
All that good stuff.
You guys know we love to dig into those stories that just keep you up at night, the ones where the pieces never quite seem to fit.
Right.
And today,
today we've got a doozy.
we're going deep on Jeffrey Epstein.
Buckle up, folks.
So for anyone who needs a quick refresher, Epstein, big-time financier, gets arrested back in 2019 on sex trafficking charges.
Huge scandal, obviously.
And then, before he even sees a courtroom.
Dead. Found in his jail cell, ruled a suicide.
But the questions, they never really went away, did they?
Nope, definitely not.
Especially around all those powerful people in his orbit. And now, we've got some newly declassified documents that might just shed some light on all of this.
Yeah, it's important to note, though, most of what we already know about Epstein's world has come from those explosive civil lawsuits.
Right, like the one Virginia Giuffre brought against Ghislaine Maxwell.
Exactly. Giuffre claimed she was trafficked to all these, very powerful men by Epstein and Maxwell. Maxwell was convicted for her role, got sentenced, and she's actually still fighting to appeal that.
Crazy stuff. But getting back to these documents, we have Attorney General Pam Bondi going straight after the FBI, accusing them of withholding information.
Thousands of documents, allegedly. She even sent a letter directly to Director Kash Patel demanding their release. And get this, she calls for a full investigation into the FBI's lack of transparency.
Talk about throwing down the gauntlet.
And she didn't mess around with the timeline either. Gave them a deadline of 8 a.m. the next morning.
Whoa.
No time to waste.
So boom, the Epstein files, Phase I gets dropped.
Damn.
But here's the thing. A lot of it, stuff we already seen. Flight logs from Epstein's private jet, a contact list, but redacted big time. Not exactly the bombshell some folks were hoping for.
It's true, but even those flight logs, the ones with all those blacked out names, they show us just how much Epstein was moving around. And those names that are visible, they start to paint a picture of his network, who he was connected to, how often they were flying with him. It's a glimpse behind the curtain.
I see what you mean. And that lack of transparency is exactly what has some people fired up, like Representative Anna Paulina Luna.
She's been leading the charge on government transparency, not mincing words about her disappointment with how this whole thing's been handled.
And she's not alone. Conservative commentator Glenn Beck went even further, right?
Oh yeah. Beck basically said, hey, is someone trying to sabotage the president? Is there something going on here to keep certain information buried?
It's definitely a provocative question. Makes you wonder if there are forces at play that we're not seeing.
For sure. Makes you think.
So all this is swirling around. And how does the FBI respond?
Director Patel takes to X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, promises a new era of transparency and accountability within the agency. No stone unturned, he said, when it comes to seeking justice.
Right, but are those just words? Or do you think this signals a real shift in how the FBI operates? I mean, this whole thing has been shrouded in secrecy from the get-go.
It's hard to say for sure. Actions speak louder than words, right? But even these documents, as incomplete as they might be, they add another layer to the mystery.
Exactly. It sounds like what we don't see, those redacted parts, might be even more telling than what we do.
Absolutely. And for me, that's the biggest takeaway here. The Epstein case, even years later, shows us just how much power and influence can be used to shield the truth. It's a fight for transparency that's still going on.
And it's worth noting that a lot of what we do know has come not from official channels, but from those relentless legal battles, from individuals demanding answers. Makes you wonder what else might be hidden out there. What other details could come to light that might completely change how we understand this whole thing?
Chilling, isn't it?
Absolutely. Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future deep dives. And let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think is still hidden in the Epstein case?
We want to hear your theories.
Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and as always, keep digging.
See ya!
Bye.